What's up, world? This is your girl P. So, rejection is a redirection. And why do I say this? Well, being it that I am a Gemini and I have mutable energy in my ego and in my mind, my sun sign and in my Mercury sign, I have Gemini energy, which is mutable energy, which mutable means changeable. And so, when things don't go the way that we plan, and based on the type of energy that I have, I could change my mind again and again and again and again and don't feel bad about it. Where some people may look like I don't know what I'm doing, but I can change based on situations and circumstances, right? And just knowing that the spirit is the mind. And I say this over and over again because a lot of times you hear people say they feel it in their spirit, but the spirit doesn't feel, it thinks. So with that being said, I got an email back from the broker that was looking at my patent, and he wasn't interested because of the fact that he's only interested in technical patents, which is fine because a rejection is a redirection. So it redirected me in a different direction, right? Because it made me change my mind. And looking at how, as I stated before, that we're all actors here playing our role as characters. And knowing that we're being watched from the other side, this is why you have to be the best version of yourself. It's like getting an Oscar from whoever is on the other side seeing you, and that Oscar is to elevate you, and so I went on ahead and yesterday humbled myself and went to the homeless shelter. And because I was sleepy, I was sleepy. I didn't sleep that first day. I was up all night and I was like, I have a Gemini energy and I could stay up for days, but I wanted to lay down so bad. So I was like, I'm going to humble myself and go to this homeless shelter. And when I went to this homeless shelter and I'm looking at this environment and I'm like, what in the world did I do to deserve this? And as I'm thinking this, my spirit started going down and trying to go down into a dark place. This is how you know the spirit is in mind. It's not in your body, it's in your mental. Because my mind was trying to go into a dark place as this lady is showing me around this homeless shelter. My mind started trying to get ready to go into a dark place. And I would say that I wasn't even in this environment for 1 minute after she got all of my information and checked me in. She was trying to show me around. And as soon as I walked in there, bingo, I got an idea. And my spirit shot right back up through the roof, which wasn't a roof because I was outside. And I'm like, okay, universe, this is why you got me here. I'm not going to even look at this in a bad way. I'm looking at this in a positive way because I'm in this shelter and I got an idea. Just like things happen for a reason that we don't know. So I'm sitting here and I'm like, all of a sudden I start getting this big old Kool-Aid smile on my face, which, like I said, if a person was looking at me, they'll probably think that I was cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs because I'm smiling, right? And I sat down with my black and mild, and I said, this is why the universe gave me my black and milds back, because I remember a long time ago. That's why I say it's power in the tongue, because I said a long time ago that I was gonna grow old like George Burns and smoke cigars until I'm old like him. And that man smoked cigars and it didn't take him out. And it's like, I see that I'm starting to get everything that I want, but it doesn't come the way that you want. And that's why we have that saying, be careful what you ask for, because you just might get it. You don't know how you're going to get it, but you're going to get it. You know what I'm saying? Because the universe knows your heart, what you really desire, and they will give it to you, but it don't come the way that you want it. You may have to go through some things. And so I'm sitting there, and it brought me back to an original idea that I had already had. But I'm in this homeless shelter, right? Nobody can find the idea that God, universe, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I have to uncondition myself for saying God, but the universe has for you. You have to be in a specific environment in order to find that hidden treasure. No one could get the idea that I have that is meant for me to see. I had to be in this homeless shelter to get the idea. The people that's in there can't even see it. You wouldn't even be able to know the idea that I got unless you were it was meant for you to see the idea, but you would have to be in that shelter in order to see it. So this is why I continue to stay in a high vibration, and I continue to be positive no matter what goes on in my life, because things happen for a reason. And you can never, you'll never manifest the things that you want when you relying on things to come to you a certain way. However they come to you, it's gonna come to you. But when you look at it, in a high vibration, which is positivity, then that's the way it's gonna come to you. But like I said, my spirit was trying to go into a dark place, but I wasn't even in there a minute, and I got an idea just like that. And so that kept me from being depressed, because I would have went into depression thinking, oh, woe with me, I'm in a homeless shelter, what did I do to deserve this? Which I still feel like that, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, on the positive side of it, I'm in there because it was meant for me to be in there so I can get the idea. Not the idea per se, because I already had an idea, but what I was in there for, I got the idea, like extra information for my original idea while I was in there. And you would have to have been in there and to see it. Whoever's listening to you're never going to know the idea I have. You can't even try to pick my brain on the other side just listening to me, like, I wonder what it is. You'll never know, because you would have to go into that homeless shelter to find it. It's like I said, it's a hidden treasure. It's like it was $1,000 sitting on the ground somewhere. Unlikely, but actually it's multi-billions sitting in that homeless shelter, and I found it. And I had to go in there in order to find it. But I just wanted to share that, like, this is crazy. So it redirected me back to the fact that I'm not going to sell my patent. I'm going to go back to my original plan, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, like I said, I was sitting here thinking to myself, I'm saying to myself, like, I don't know how I'm going to do this, but I'm not going to even focus on how. I just know I'm going to do it. And that's how you have to, you know what I'm saying? That's how things happen for you, is not worrying about how. Just know that you are. And when you know that you are, the universe is going to bring it to you however it's meant for it to come to you. But you just have to remember and know that if that's what you're going to do, and that's what you set your mind on, it's going to happen. Just remember that the mind is not in the body. The soul is in the body. The spirit is the mind, and the spirit doesn't feel. The spirit thinks. You know what I'm saying? And so you have to think positive. You know what I'm saying? Stay focused, and don't let things that happen in your life, unfortunate situations and circumstances, to force you into depression, because we have control over our own mind. No, people can try to have mind control over you. Like I said, when people try to control you and try to send you in a direction, or your life in a direction which they want it to go, they have no idea that what they're doing is pushing you towards your goal and helping you get there by forcing you in that direction. And you will never. It's like there's a detour on the street, but you go a certain way to go to work every day, but it ended up being a detour. And because you had to go this detour, you saw a restaurant that you never seen before. But had you not went that way, you would have never seen it. And when you seen that restaurant, it's like, oh, I want to go there, because I never knew that was there. But you would have never found it if you didn't go that way. And so I would have never found the information that I seen yesterday had I not got pushed over there. So rejection, is a redirection to your blessing. But that's what I wanted to share with you. And again, I don't project. I'm not trying to manipulate your mind. The only thing I'm trying to show you is my vantage point from where I see, and I can see a whole lot for where I stand, you know. But that's all I got for you. And I holla though. One love. Peace.